Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. And we are currently live in all our streaming platforms. That's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My name is Rob, and I am your host for today. And together with me right now is one of Reader's Magnet's featured author, she is a storyteller with roots in Zwolle, Louisiana, famous for their tamales. And she also now she's thriving in Vermont. And as the director of the Sherburne Memorial Library, and
Mhm.
also a pastor of the Little White Church. She weaves
Yep.
her Southern childhood adventures into tales that educate and inspire. And when she's not surrounded by her family of 4 kids, 2 dogs, 2 cats, 4 lizards, she also shares a unique bond with a 28-foot python. Okay, and today, to talk about her book, Sweet Tea and Sass, please help me welcome Jane Napier-Ramos. Jane, how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us today. So, Jane, I do have a lot of questions here, and there are people who would be interested to know more about your book, want to see the journey for you as being an author and how it brought you to the stage. So, Jane, tell me, how long have you been interested in writing?
Oh my goodness. Since I was probably 4 years old, I've been writing all my life. I'm 60 now, so I have
Mhm.
56 years experience with poetry, with stories, with songs, just about anything you can imagine. And it took a long time for me to be in a place where, as a librarian for the last 35 or
Mm.
38 years, it's been interesting to see this side of the coin and wondered what it would be like to actually publish something, which is why I started to look at some of the things that I had that I could put together. Um, the reason I started writing and publishing,
Mhm.
self publishing, I put out a poem about working at a library on one of our
Mhm.
listservs, and it went completely viral because people don't really understand what happens behind the scenes at libraries, and it just tends to be really funny. And I had a lot of people ask, why don't you put all these together and put them into a book? And that's the first book I published in the spring of this year. And it was called Not a Single Soul Showed Up, Humorous Stories About Life in the Public Library. So that was the first. And then after that, it just kind of took off. I was surprised at how easy it is to self publish,
Mhm.
and thought about maybe what we could do next. So that's where we got started.
So, coming out because again, you publish a lot of books as well. But what really inspired you to begin? Besides your friends pushing you like to tell these stories, compile them, like was there really a pushing factor that you thought like, you know what, I want to publish this. I want to make sure that this book is available for people to see behind the scenes on how it is to become a librarian.
Yeah, they people that I didn't know from all over the place were identifying with the poem,
Mm.
or several of the poems, because we all have the same experience working in the public library system. You never know really what's going to walk in the door when the patrons come in the morning, or what you're going to deal with every day. It's a career and a profession that is different every single day you come in. And other people were asking for copies, and it was getting to a point where I couldn't send any more copies. I had so many people asking for copies. So that's why we pushed it and we put it all together in a book so that people could get one of their own.
Oh, how many books have you published so far, Jane?
Total, I believe we're up to 8.
Eight
It
books.
was the first one was the poetry book. The
Mm-hmm.
second one was the one we're talking about today, which is Sweet Tea and Sass. And
Mm-hmm.
then the others, I have a lot of friends in the library system who like to put out passive programming for kids, and they wanted coloring pages or coloring books.
Mm.
Somebody asked for journals, travel journals, gratitude journals. And anytime you have any background in graphic design, it makes it fairly easy to kind of put those things together.
Mm.
But these 2 books, the first and the second, were the 2 that really had content in them that people could enjoy. That wasn't just a low content like journal type book.
Oh, so out of all these books that you published, you talk about 8. We're talking about a lot of books that have been there available. Which one of these books would you tell is your favorite one?
Oh, my favorite has got to be this one.
And what's so special about it, though? Why is it a favorite?
Well, if you look at the titles of just the chapters, how can you not want to know about my grandmother's first meal in the South was fertilizer?
Wait, what?
I was attacked by the devil himself. I threw up on a chicken. I once belonged to a church porn group. I've been thrown out of better restaurants. These are things that actually happened. And for a Southern girl like me, any adventure I have, I can attach food to, because I've learned one thing by living in Vermont. Northerners, or Yankees, as we call them, are always on time for events or a little bit late. They like to make an entrance. Southerners, on the other hand, are 30 minutes early just in case there's food.
Oh. Okay. If there's food, then we gotta go early.
We gotta go early. We gotta go early.
We gotta make sure we get all the good stuff before everyone takes it away.
That's right. That's right. And I wrote this book specifically for my sister. I am at the tail end of the baby boom generation. I was born in 1964. And when I showed up, I had a brother and sister who were in their mid-teens. By the time I was 6, my brother was in Vietnam. My sister was in college. So even though we grew up in the same family, we were 2 different generations. So her experience and my experience were a little different. And I wrote this for her to kind of give her some idea of my life growing up, even though she had already grown and married. And then I filtered in some of the recipes that she and I both remember from being in that extra special family. So it was kind of a way to keep the recipes in a place where I didn't have to call her and say, what did Mom put in that dish she used to make, so that we had it all right there.
Well, I'm curious right now. Talking about the book again, it's a cookbook as well. There are some recipes passed down from generations. Is there besides the one you just talked about, are there other recipes that you think that a lot of people would love, or something that's really close to your heart that is attached with a lot of memories? Care to share one?
Now you're getting into dangerous territory. There is a recipe in this book that they used to make children put together, because it's very easy to do. It's called candlestick salad. And there's even a really grainy picture that goes with it. And they did it to embarrass us as children, not on purpose.
Okay. Wait, I was a bit confused there. Oh, okay.
It was a big joke. If you can imagine, it is a pineapple slice laid down on a piece of lettuce, half of a banana sticking straight up out of the center of the pineapple, then a little dollop of mayonnaise on the top of the on the top of the banana, and a cherry.
I think I can already picture it out. What it
Can you
looks
picture
like.
that? And
I can picture it out now.
They would put these on a tray. And then if you were 8 years old and this was the first thing you ever made, you got to bring the tray out to the family. And we never understood as 8-year-olds why everybody was rolling on the floor laughing at this candlestick salad. So
I'm sorry.
A lot of therapy. A lot of therapy after that.
It would have a lot of therapy to at least get through it, and it took you time to realize, like, because again, thinking about it as you're a child, you're innocent. You really have no idea, like, why are they laughing? Like, what's so funny about this? But once you get older, it's like, oh, that's why they were laughing about it.
That's why they were laughing.
Oh, I just can't imagine their faces when they were seeing you bringing that dish, like confident, like, hey, I made this. Everyone, dig in.
There you go.
But that's gonna be one of the recipes that a lot of people can find. So I could really it's more about the books itself, though. It's more of adding humor as well on the experiences that you have. It's not just about cookbooks, not about recipes, but it's about the fun side of how you had during your childhood, those experiences that you want to share.
Yeah.
And I just want to know though, coming with this book and coming with having everything, what do you want your readers to take away from this book? Like, what do you think that once you can grab a copy of this book, besides laughing from that candlestick meal, what do you want your readers to take away from the story?
Well, I think we all have those experiences growing up. We have them as adults, as children, and sometimes you don't really know what to make of it, like the candlestick salad. But if you can look at what has happened to you in your life and add
Hmm.
some humor to it, then it makes memories that might not have been so great at the time, it makes them fun to look back on and to talk about. And with this particular book, I really think with everything else going on in the world, we need to laugh more. And I tend to get into some really strange situations,
Yes.
being thrown out of restaurants and church porn groups and all of that. I have thrown up on chickens. So I just think that we need to laugh as much as we possibly can, which is why this is such a dear book to me, because it's all true. Believe it or not, it's all true.
It really comes from the heart. It really comes from
It
experience.
does.
Really comes from the fun. And I there's a saying that I keep on remembering. Like thinking about this right now, like laughter is really the best medicine. Like
Mhm.
it might not be the cure for everything, but if you can laugh just for a minute, then you can forget all the worries. And I think your book can really deliver that to all our viewers. And
Yeah,
I'm really looking.
it will get you
And
through whatever you're dealing with.
yeah. So but Jane, besides Sweet Tea and Sass, do you think that your future readers or people who'd like to get a copy of book are looking forward to get, say, let's say maybe there's something in the works currently right now? Are you working on a secret project that you want to share with us? Hmm.
Well, because this one has been so good for so many people,
Hmm.
sweet tea, you can't be Southern if you don't know what sweet tea is. And a lot of Southern belles I know are sassy. So, sweet tea and sass. The next book in the series
Oh, it's a series.
has another title because this was all about growing up in the South. The next one is going to be called Brown Water and Mud Season. And it's about my experiences after leaving Louisiana and moving to Vermont, because they don't drink sweet tea in Vermont. They drink plain black tea, which I call brown water because it
Okay,
doesn't have anything in it but tea.
makes
And
sense
then
with the
they
brown
have a
water.
season up here
Okay.
called Mud Season. And you can either get stuck in the mud or you can get stuck in the snow, but you're going to get stuck in one or the other. So, Sweet Tea and Sass was the first one, Brown Water and Mud Season is the second. And
Hmm.
it will have some of the silliness that's happened since I've been here. And of all the Vermonters that have been trying to teach me now how to cook, not this way,
Okay.
but healthier. So, we'll see what we can do with that.
And is there a specific timeline on when our viewers might be expecting this book to come out? Like, do you have a month in mind or a year in mind?
I'm hoping, hopefully, by the end of, say, October.
Oh,
So, somewhere around Thanksgiving, Christmas, the Vermont edition will be out.
well, if ever that book would be available in time for Thanksgiving, then that would be a very good gift that you can give to your
Yes.
parents and people as well, you know. And again, a lot of people will be looking forward about this, and I'm also looking forward to see the continuation, which is going to be a part two of Sweet Tea and Sass, which is get up and coming hopefully this October.
Yep.
See, that's going to be Brown Water and Mud Season.
There
I
you
like the
go.
title though. It's unique. It really has that how do you say this? That sense that this is something unique and it makes sense in where it is. Like I gotta tell you though, it's a very good naming convention for the title though. Really love it. So
Thank you.
again, Jane, you know what? So everyone though, and all our viewers though, again, this is Jane Napier-Ramos, the author of the book "A Sweet Tea and Sass." You know what, Jane? I really want to extend a heartful thank you to you. Like I'm really happy right now. Really had fun, and I know I walked through dangerous territory, but that story was worth it. I gotta give that to you. Okay. So Jane, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate this. And again, everyone, to all our viewers, if ever want to get a copy of Jane Napier-Ramos' book, Sweet Tea and Sass, it is available to be purchased on Amazon.com. So we're going to be adding a link later on. So feel free to click on that link or at least check it out on Amazon to get a copy. So Jane, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
so much fun. So much fun. Like I really had the time of my life having this interview with you. Thank you
Great.
very much, Jane.
Great. Thanks.
Okay. So, and also to all our viewers, thanks for tuning in. And again, as we say here at Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. And again, keep your story alive and thriving. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.
Hello, authors, hello, book lovers, and hello, storytellers. Welcome to today's episode of the Book Shoutout. Yes, I'm your busy bee for today, QR. And earlier, we had Jane Napier-Ramos, the author of the book Sweet Tea and Sass. All right, that was a great interview with Rob and Jane. And yes, hello, good day, everyone. Again, welcome to Book Shoutout, where we keep your books alive. Yes. Okay, and we are now doing another episode, and we are going to give a huge shout out to another set of authors and interesting materials. We basically do have, I believe, eight books. Again, another set of interesting books to give a huge shout out to. Okay, and please do follow and subscribe to all of our social media channels. You may go ahead and search for our handle. It's at Readers Magnet. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, on our Instagram account, LinkedIn, and even on our TikTok and our Instagram and Twitter page. All right. Okay, so let's get this started. Okay, our first author is an author of two books whom we are going to shout out today. This is Zombie Bees of Deception. Yes, by DG McCall Jr. All right, it's Zombie Bees of Deception by DG McCall Jr. And he also has another book, which is Warriors of the Heaven and Earth. So these are two books of DG McCall Jr. All right, let's talk about, let's go ahead and read the synopsis of Zombie Bees of Deception. All right, So this is a thrilling science fiction adventure where a man is transformed into a human bee hybrid by a mad scientist. Forced to team up with a seasoned beekeeper and a former ally, he must stop the scientist's plan to create a deadly bee army and prevent global catastrophe. Wow, that's a very interesting science fiction material from D.G. McCall Jr. Okay, again, guys, if you are interested with science fiction books, you know, this author here with two book titles is the perfect one for you. He has Zombie Bees of Deception, and the other one is Warriors of Heaven and Earth. The Warriors of Heaven and Earth is book 3 in the Dark World series. Again, author is D.G. McCool Jr. Both books are available on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble. Go ahead and grab a copy. Okay, all right. Our next book, this one is by Sonia Jones. All right, Sonia, if you're watching us right now, this one is for you. Sonia Jones, the author of the book Earthfall. Earthfall, Love and Magic Seals the Breach. Mithralist series. Okay, let's dig in. Earthfall, Love and Magic Seals the Breach is the final installment of the Mithralist trilogy. It follows Aiden, the Dragon Lord, and his human lover, Lily, as they battle against Evil Queen Maeve, who threatens to destroy both Mithralist and Earth. Their love, combined with ancient magic, is their only hope to seal a growing breach between two worlds and prevent catastrophic consequences. The novel promises epic battles, heartfelt romance, and a climactic showdown that will determine the fate of both realms. Another interesting fantasy science fiction book by a very promising and very budding author, Sonia Jones. Book title is Earthfall, Love and Magic Seals the Breach. This book is available on Amazon and in Barnes & Noble. Make sure to grab a copy of the book. Hi there to our avid fans, avid viewers. Alanis, hello. Alanis says zombies and bees. Things I never thought that could go together. I'm excited for this. Yes, thank you so much. We also have Blanche Strickland. According to Blanche, the cover of Warriors looks so... Oh, yes, I know. Okay, by the way, I would like to give a huge shout out to one of our Readers Magnet staff. Today is her birthday, Ivy Baria. Hello, Ivy. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy life. Have fun. I hope you'll have a great day. You'll have a blast. Yes. And let me also introduce you to one of our Reader's Magnet books here. It's a Reader's Magnet published title. She will be part of the book confab. We have Dr. Susan Aurelia Gittleson. This is her book. All right. Book title is Giving is Not Just for the Very Rich by Susan Aurelia Gittleson. She'll be joining us in the Reader's Magnet Book Confab in Chicago. That would be this coming September 4 and 5. So if you want to go ahead and meet Dr. Gittleson, make sure to visit us this coming September 4 and 5 in Dearborn Street. Again, that's for the Reader's Magnet Book Confab. And on the weekend, we will be part of the Printer's Row Lit Fest. That's this coming September 7 and September 8. Make sure to visit us in our booth. It's booths C and D for the Printer's Row Lit Fest. That's this coming September 7 and September 8. Okay, let's move on to our next book. Our next book, this is by Sue Burke. Book title is... Okay, let me make sure if I, pronounce this correctly. It's Usurpation. Usurpation? Yes, Usurpation. Okay, by Sue Burke. Let's dig in. Okay. A sentient life form from another planet, Stevland, has secretly sent its offspring to Earth to observe a potentially control humanity. Earth is in chaos due to wars, rebellions, and pandemics. Stevland's goal is to manipulate human behavior and establish peace on the planet, mirroring its own successful control over its home world. Again, another science fiction by author Sue Burke as usurpation or a superpation. Thank you so much, Burke, for Sue Burke, for sharing to us this book here in Reader's Magnet. And again, this book is available on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble as well. Make sure to grab a copy. All right, let's move on to our next book. We have Soul to the World by Jennifer. Soul to the World. All right. Soul to the World by Jennifer. By Teresa Hag. This book delves into the author's personal spiritual journey, beginning with a prophetic message received at a young age. This ignited a lifelong quest for spiritual awakening. The author emphasizes the importance of connecting with one's higher self through meditation and prayer, and how this inner connection is essential for healing past wounds. The book shares personal experiences and practical guidance to help readers embark on their own spiritual paths, ultimately aiming for ascension and a state of heaven on earth. Oh, this is more of a spirituality self-help book. Yeah? This is by Teresa Hag. The book title is Soul to the World. That's the book title. Soul to the World. Okay, by Jennifer Teresa Hag. Okay. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing to us this wonderful, very inspiring book. I know a lot of people would definitely go ahead and grab a copy of this one. This is going to be something worth reading and something, that will definitely help us with everything that we go through life. Okay. Again, make sure to grab a copy of Soul to the World by author Jennifer Teresa Hag. This is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Yes, Blanche. Blanche says the cover reminds me of one of the things I love the most about life: sunsets. Sunsets has always been beautiful, right? It reminds us of um, endings are new beginnings. Do you agree with me? Yeah? Okay. All right. Moving on. I am also going to introduce to you another Reader's Magnet dear author. She's been with us, I believe, in almost every book events. I was able to personally meet her during the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books, and now this time she'll be joining us in the Reader's Magnet Book Confab in Chicago. Let us all welcome Deb Runge. This is her book, Recover Your Mission by Deb Runge. This book is available on Amazon and in Barnes and Noble. Make sure to grab a copy of Deb's book. All right, Recover Your Mission by Deb Runge. Hi there, Deb, if you're watching. Hello. Okay. Again, everyone, I've been repeating this because I know you are all excited to also join us in our live sessions at these two international book events. Reader's Magnet is flying to Frankfurt this October and to Guadalajara this December. Yes, you heard it right. We'll be joining Frankfurt International Book Fair and the Guadalajara International Book Fair this last quarter of the year. That's how busy we are. After Chicago, 2 events in Chicago, and then Frankfurt, and then Guadalajara. That's how you end the year right with Reader's Magnet. Yes. Now, those who are currently watching us, if you're interested in learning how you can get your books displayed on these upcoming international shows, well, the only thing to do is to shoot us a message. Make sure that you send us a message right now. You may go ahead and shoot us a message on all of our social media channels or comment in the comment section down below. Okay? All right. Let's proceed. Our next book, this one is entitled World of Zaylin, Book 3. World of Zaylin, Book 3 by Katrina Mandrake Johnston. Yes, World of Zaylin, Book 3 by Katrina Mandrake Johnston. Let's dig in. Let's read the synopsis. Delves into the captivating fantasy realm of Barakan, where ancient prophecies and mythical creatures shape destinies. As the story unfolds, readers are immersed in a thrilling journey where heroes and villains collide, forging alliances and facing epic challenges. This book promises an adventure filled with magic, courage, and the awakening of powerful forces that will shape the fate of an entire world. Wow. This is an action-packed adventure book by Katrina Mandrake Johnston. Book title is World of Zaylin, Book 3. This book is available on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble. Make sure to grab a copy right now. Okay. Right. Before we proceed to our last author, this author actually has 2 books. I'm going to introduce to you to another Reader's Magnet author. This is also a Reader's Magnet published book. Book title is A Guide to Pennsylvanian Age Plant Fossils of Southwest Virginia. This book is by Thomas F. McLaughlin. There we go. That's the book title. All right. Thomas, if you're watching us live, this is a shout out for your book, A Guide to Pennsylvanian Age Plant Fossils of Southwest Virginia. If you're interested in grabbing a copy, make sure to check on Amazon right now or on Barnes & Noble. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our last and final book. We have Broken Soldier by Jamie Lynn Miller. Actually, Jamie has 2 books. The other one is Out of the Shadows. Yes. These 2 books are by Jamie Lynn Miller. Both books are available on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble. Again, that's Broken Soldier, Shadow Unit Book 1. And the other one is Out of the Shadows. All right. Let's talk about Broken Soldier. So this book talks about 2 elite soldiers, that's Connor and Sean. They're partners in both life and work for a joint UK-US anti-terrorism unit. Their strong bond is tested when a dangerous undercover mission to apprehend an arms dealer thrusts them into a world of crime and depravity. Sean's involvement becomes increasingly perilous as he's forced to compromise his morals to complete the mission, while Connor watches helplessly. The novel explores the impact of this traumatic experience of their relationship and their ability to recover. All right, so these are Jamie Lynn Miller's book, Broken Soldier and Out of the Shadows. All right. Thank you so much to our lovely authors for sharing their books today. Thank you so much, guys. And support independent authors. This is what Reader's Magnet is here for. Okay? Now, if Reader's Magnet is ending 2025 with a huge bang, how are we supposed to start 2024 with a huge bang? How are we supposed to start 2025 with an impressive way? Of course, the simplest way to answer that is doing our very own online book fair, the Festival of Storytellers Chapter 6. Yes. Get ready as we are gearing up for the Chapter 6 of the Festival of Storytellers. That is how we are going to start 2025 the way it should be started. All right. If we're ending it right, we need to start the year right as well. Okay. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and for tuning. Make sure to follow us if you want to keep in touch with more updates in the publishing industry, new books, new titles, interesting stories, promising authors. Want to connect with a good community of authors? This is where Readers Magnet has in store for you. Okay, all right. So follow us on all of our social media channels. Make sure to search our handle. It's at Readers Magnet. Okay. And we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and then Twitter. Okay, so it's already the fourth day, and I believe tomorrow we'll still have another round of the book shoutout. Okay, make sure that you follow us, like, and subscribe to our channels. All right, as we say here in Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Have a great day, everyone.